And now, finally, we have it, the last piece in the jigsaw puzzle, the now and then official video. And whatever your thoughts about the quality of the song itself, we must give huge thanks to Peter Jackson for this monumental effort and incredibly, deeply emotional, moving 4 minutes of video that he's provided. It really does help you connect with the song that much better. And I've seen a lot of reaction videos of people crying and weeping, and certainly there were a few tears shed on my side when I watched this. It was deeply moving. So a huge thank you to Peter Jackson, the 62-year-old new boy when it comes to the world of pop videos, his directorial debut. I don't know what he's been doing with his time all these years. He should have been squandering them on Lord of the Rings when he could have been doing more work for the Beatles. Anyway, we hope there's much more to follow from Peter. And once more, he was going back to Apple, to Paul, to Ringo, and pressing them for more and more unseen footage. And thank God he did. The results are absolutely fantastic. At the beginning of the video, we see film of Paul, George and Ringo rehearsing now and then back in 1995. Apparently there are 14 hours of footage of them rehearsing. So again, there's a lot more in the vaults, and hopefully at some stage we'll get to see those. He also went to Sean and to Olivia for home movie footage. And one of my favourite bits in the video is footage of George in Manhattan in 1963. George was the first Beatle to visit the US with his brother Peter. And together they stayed with their sister Louise in Illinois. But some great early footage of George there. And the restoration, as you would expect from Peter Jackson, is absolutely immaculate. I particularly enjoyed the little clips that we had of the Shea Stadium concert, really popping in terms of the way that they've been restored. And hopefully one day we'll get to see the full Shea Stadium concert officially released rather than on a very grainy bootleg version. There's also early footage of all four Beatles on Breen Sands near Weston-super-Mare in July 1963, which was filmed by Diesel Hoffman on a 16mm home movie camera, all dressed in Victorian costume. The bulk of the video, the middle section, focuses on outtakes from the Hello Goodbye video and how appropriate that was chosen, not just as it showed all the Beatles in very light-hearted vein, but also the original footage was directed by Paul McCartney. And this is clearly a labour of love for Paul, maintaining closure on his relationship with both John and George, and being able to write in some way with John again. Absolutely fantastic. And in that middle section we see John conducting the orchestra. It's very cleverly dropped in. And at various stages we see clips from Rain, Hey Jude and Something, a whole host of their finest video work. And also new footage appears towards the end as we start to go back and regress to their youth. We see unseen footage from 1962 from a Valentine's Day concert, which was provided by Pete Best. And then the climax of the whole video as Peter Jackson regresses the Beatles back to their childhood. He's used still photographs of them to a very young age, but he's animated them in such a way that it really brings them to life. It looks like they're moving in natural moving images rather than still photographs. And then the emotional climax, the end, where we see all four Beatles dissolving into nothing after an early performance. Rest assured, this is not the end. This is the beginning. I have it on from a reliable source rather. There's a 5-year plan from Apple, so there's a lot more to follow of unseen footage and unseen audio. I leave the final words to Peter Jackson. I realised we needed the imagination of every viewer to do what we couldn't, and have each viewer create their own personal moment of farewell to the Beatles. Well, Peter, job done, and thank you.